travelers, traders, religious pilgrims, and explorers over the centuries all have found themselves drawn to the diverse, beautiful land now known as Turkey. Even today, Turkey ranks among the top travel destinations in the world, thanks to attractions such as the stylish Istanbul, which has one of the globe's youngest populations, the chic beach towns along the Mediterranean coast, the wealth of world-class historic sites and ruins, and the unforgettable landscape of desert spots like Cappadocia. Add to that the incredible cuisine, the famous bazaars, and artisan trades, and it's clear that Turkey travel offers something for everyone. History. Turkey has a settled history that dates back more than 4,000 years, making it one of the longest surviving civilizations in the world. However, modern Turkey really began after the fall of the Ottoman Empire post-World War I. The Ottomans took control of the Anatolian Peninsula during the 15th century, and their authority over the region lasted until the empire's decline in the 19th and 20th century. Public transport system. There are huge public transport systems in Turkey, such as local buses, taxis, minibuses, tram, and metro. Your choice of transport will depend on how quickly you want to get from point A to point B. Local buses. All towns and cities have plentiful local buses which are cheap to use. You can purchase a smart ticket for a small deposit which once loaded with credit can be used not only on the buses but the metro, tram and ferries as well. Minibuses are useful alternatives to local buses and run on standard routes posted on the front screen of the vehicle. Istanbul. Istanbul is full of scenic rooftop restaurants and bars surrounding the many mosques. Spend the day getting lost in the busy street markets and taste hundreds of local teas and herbs at the spice market. Soak up the culture inside the 17th century Blue Mosque. And don't miss the Hagia Sophia, an impressive cathedral built in 537 AD. Istanbul is separated by the Bosphorus Strait, which splits the European side from the Asian side. Enjoy a scenic boat tour along the Bosphorus while looking out across Europe and Asia. Istanbul is a must-see when visiting Turkey. Pamukkale is the natural cotton castle, where mineral-rich waters drip down the white mountainside to create stunning blue-filled terraces. Legend has it, these thermal pools have healing powers, so why not test it with a quick dip? Be sure to remove your shoes when visiting the area to avoid unnecessary erosion of the historical site. Climb up the hill to explore the Hierapolis. It is arguably one of the best preserved and most impressive amphitheaters in Turkey, and often free of other tourists. Izmir. Izmir is full of street markets, many spots to enjoy a Turkish tea and fresh air by the seafront. Karmalati is a bustling market area for both tourists and locals. Wander through the town to admire the Konak Square and a beautiful clock tower. Continue along the promenade to the Konak Pier, a great place for food, drinks and a great view. Find the Agora amongst the open-air museum of Izmir and walk through the well-preserved historic site. Furthermore, Izmir is the perfect base for exploring other small historic cities. Pamukkale. Ephesus. Ephesus was once the great center of this ancient world. Wander back in time to the brilliantly preserved ruins of temples, amphitheaters, and historic gates. Ephesus is home to the Temple of Artemis, one of the 7 wonders of the world. This spectacular temple is well preserved and can't be missed. Within easy reach of Izmir, the ruins of Ephesus are a perfect day trip. Sesame. Sesame is a historic town surrounded by white sandy beaches. The old town is home to a stunning restored fortress and castle, filled with markets and good food. It is a great place to soak up the local atmosphere. Enjoy time swimming in the turquoise waters of Leka Beach and feeling the sand between your toes. The surrounding hot springs ensure the water is a little warmer than elsewhere. Boat trips can be taken to the surrounding islands. Cappadocia. Cappadocia is famous for its unique rock formations, frequent volcanic eruptions, small earthquakes, and years of erosions formed one-of-a-kind cone-shaped chimneys. The locals refer to these formations as fairy chimneys. Networks of homes and churches carved into the rock faces form the underground cities we see today. There is no better way to witness the fairy chimneys than a hot air balloon ride over the valley. At sunrise, every morning the sky is flooded with colored balloons. This magical experience can be witnessed from every rooftop and hill point around. Throughout the day, quad bike around the valleys, crawl in the underground cities, and enjoy the sunset overlooking the valleys. Cappadocia. Cappadocia is famous for its unique rock formations, frequent volcanic eruptions, small earthquakes, and years of erosions formed one-of-a-kind cone-shaped chimneys. The locals refer to these formations as fairy chimneys. Networks of homes and churches carved into the rock faces form the underground cities we see today. There is no better way to witness the fairy chimneys than a hot air balloon ride over the valley. At sunrise, every morning the sky is flooded with colored balloons. This magical experience can be witnessed from every rooftop and hill point around. Canakkale. Home to the iconic Trojan horse that Brad Pitt once mastered in the movie Troy. This cute seaport town is well worth a visit. Canakkale is full of quirky shops, delicious lokma, and plenty of seafront bars. It is the perfect mix between history and the small city life. A local minibus will take you to the grounds of the ancient city of Troy. Here lies the first known replica of the infamous Trojan horse. Bodrum. Bodrum is a bustling town found on the coastal Aegean region of Turkey. Meander through the laneways, admire the street art, plants and blue-framed windows. Enjoy the shopping in the Bodrum Bazaar and relax with Turkish tea. Take in history at the Bodrum Castle and look out upon the blue waters. Climb uphill to find the restored ruins of 7 wooden windmills. Be sure to admire accompanying panoramic views over Bodrum. Number 10. Ankara. Often overshadowed by Istanbul, Ankara is the capital of Turkey. It is full of culture markets and steep cobblestone streets. Enjoy exploring the many historic museums and the Ankara Castle. The Roman baths of Ankara are an extension of the castle. Spend some time walking through this open-air museum to get a feeling of what the 3rd century was like. Get high above the city in Atakul Tower and admire the views. Roam through the huge green area of Genklik Park and find your way past the swimming pool, Ferris wheel and miniature trains.